Don't be a gullible moron like most conspiracists. Two things involving Jim Carrey. The first is bullshit, but most conspiracists think is real. The second thing is real, but most conspiracists think is bullshit. I was asked what I thought of this interview. It's been uploaded by many YouTubers, and it was the second time I was asked, so I said I'd make a video on it. That was about 4 months ago now, but okay, here it is. What I show, I'll link to in the description below. And Jim Carrey spoke on the greatest secret in humanity, the science of the sacred secretion, Christ within. Actually, the Christ within idea is a Bible mistranslation, but that's by the by. So Jim Carrey starts it and then he finishes it, but the finishing bit is longer and it's repeated. So let's start with this guy who uploaded this particular version of it, and let him introduce it.
But without the sacred secretion, you're 30% of the human being you can be. With the sacred secretion, you can eradicate all problems: overeating, substance abuse, depression.
Sorry, but this sacred secretion is a lot of bullshit. Hope you realise that.
It'll all wash away, I promise. Round of applause for Jim Carrey, in my eyes. Very brave of him. Let's hope he doesn't turn up dead, as often the establishment like to do to such.
No, they don't like to do it. I make people angry saying this, sorry, but they're not killing us off. It reminds me of Joan Rivers, and she was asked, will there ever be a gay president? And she said, oh, we got a gay president now. It was in the time of Obama. Michelle Obama is a man. Everybody knows that. And it's quite funny, but these things cannot be broadcast accidentally. If Jim Carrey did this interview and it was broadcast, which it was, it can't slip out by an accident. And they said the same thing about Joan Rivers. The top comment was, oh no, she's going to die now. And then sometime later she had her 87th major plastic surgery, we were told, and she died. But then she came back. It was clearly her without the wig and makeup. And I think they just thought, well, we've gone too far now. Let's give the conspiracists back Joan Rivers, show that she's not dead. She was pretending to avoid the camera, but it was clearly her.
God bless, guys. Bye. Oh, I hope he doesn't end up, by the way, of course. But...
No, don't worry, mate. He's following the script. So even if they did kill people off, they don't kill people off who are following the script down to the letter.
Just saying, can happen. God bless.
Do you know about alchemical sexual alchemy? Do you know that the story of Jesus, how it's been altered in certain ways? I mean, yes, there was a guy, yes, there was teachings, all that stuff. The parallel between that and alchemical sex is that there's 33 vertebrae in your spine. There's 33...
Okay, of course they love the number 33, but it doesn't mean it's meaningful. It just means it's a con. It's like the azimuthal equidistant flat Earth map. UN, the United Nations map, has 33 segments. But like the colour orange, they put these things in to tell us that it's bullshit. And the AE north-centric, just like the AE South Pole-centric, can be as easily disproved as the globe, as the sphere. So the flat Earth map is not like that. I'm going to do a video on that. So the 33 is telling us that it's bullshit. It's not telling us that it's something deep and significant.
Years in the life of Jesus Christ. Okay. There is a substance or liquid or...
The bloke in the red cap, let's just say that again, he wanted to laugh, of course, but he thought, no, people, that will insult people if he laughs when this guy mentions Jesus. So he covers his mouth. Watch it again.
Years in the life of Jesus Christ. Okay. There is a substance or liquid or a substance that comes from your medulla which is basically completely looks like the Ark of the Covenant. Has angel's wings around it, the whole thing. So this substance comes from your medulla, makes the trip down your spine to your sacrum, which is
Quick, get a dictionary.
Christ.
They often do this. He just makes a bad joke, get a dictionary, but it gives them all a chance to laugh. And Jim Carrey is just wanting to crack up all the time with this Ark of the Covenant rubbish. And they're all in on it, obviously, and they know it's a lot of bullshit, but they know it'll get conspiracists flapping about and people eulogizing Jim Carrey. And that's why they just can't, they just want to burst out laughing all the time.
Coming down into human form.
Yeah.
And if you don't squander that essence, that sexual essence.
Okay, so he says sexual essence, and the guy who uploaded puts this box to help us. Therefore God your God has anointed you with the oil of gladness above your fellows. Now fellows can mean testicles, and oil of gladness, it's like sperm, isn't it? I mean, it's sort of, the Bible has a lot of these sort of juicy things hidden. So let's see this then. Psalm 45:7. There we go. The oil of gladness above thy fellows. And then below it, 45:8. All thy garments smell of myrrh and aloes and cassia. Well, it's not that juicy after all. These are all plant oils, which are used because they smell nice. So that's the oil of gladness. It's nothing more than myrrh, aloe vera, and just bark, but it's, what's the name of it? Well, canella, whatever that is. Anyway, yeah, the myrrh always reminds me of Monty Python. Thanks for the gold, but what's this myrrh rubbish?
It ascends again and goes back up to heaven, which is your thing. It's also the story of Santa Claus. Why he comes down the chimney is because this juice or this whatever substance actually passes what's called the claustrum, which is where they got Santa.
Okay, I thought it was St. Nicholas. But anyway, they're messing about whatever, because Santa is a perfect anagram of Satan. Okay, so Santa Claus, we've learnt, is from the claustrum. Wow.
Plops. So it goes down the chimney and back up the chimney.
Well, you can pause this if you want to read this rubbish. After spending 3 days in the hypothalamus, the tomb, it creates a circuit causing secretion of DMT honey and serotonin milk. When the seed and oil is preserved and returned, you, in short, reach the promised land and become a perfect antenna for prayer. You walk through the gates of nirvana. Fascinating. Let's see the comments on this. 2.2 thousand thumbs up. The most interesting thing about smart people is that they sound like crazy people who don't, wow, this is Shakespearean. You can leave out the dot and the comma. This video led me down a wonderful path of discovery when I first watched it some time ago. I just pray that more people will discover this profound message that will change humanity for the better. Wow, Erin, that's very optimistic of you. Thank you so much for such a beautiful testimony. I've been experiencing the energies up and down my spine, especially during meditation and when I tune into frequencies I've been hearing. The feelings are so comforting. A lot of rubbish, isn't it? I think there's some Orange 33s who join in for fun. This woman is sideways, which is 33 in Gematria. I think she's messing about. Now, the second thing is this from ex-disciple. I'll link it below. And who's this? Jim Carrey? No, it's Rick Carlisle. Same man. Rick Carlisle is was a basketball coach. And okay, well, what have we got here? Yeah, this is exactly the same man, except they've changed the eye colour, the hair colour, the wigs. The ears are the same. Maybe they've filled in a bit here, or that could just be the lighting. Looks like they've filled in a bit here. But no, this is the same man. Everything, jaw, chin, ears, structure. But people don't believe this. A lot of people who I email say, well, I'm not sure on this actor-based reality nonsense. I think maybe a few of them. But yeah, fair enough, but that's not understanding it, because the reality is every single famous person is played by an actor who also plays somebody else very famous. And yeah, that's the idea, that they're both very famous and we don't get it. If it was just a few of them, it could be coincidence. Not really, because of the ears, but you know, it's not just a few of them. Think of friends and your colleagues, and do you get this with your friends and colleagues and people you meet? And no, of course not. But you get it with famous people, all famous people. So, okay, if in doubt, check the spouse, Dallas Goldberg. So, imagine, I know what's coming, but imagine if they turn her Latina, so they make her hair jet black and her eyes black. But look for the structure, look for the shape of the head, the forehead, and the teeth and the chin. This is Carey's woman, and Rick, what his name, woman is exactly the same, because it's the same woman, same man. Yeah, this is a good one. He's got exactly the same legs and the same running style. Now this is Rick, how can I have forgotten his name so soon? Rick Carlisle. But if you look at videos of them both, it's the same man. And this is Cable Guy, this is Jim Carrey. Obviously he's good at basketball. And I'm glad these are still up, because they're quite innocent, these videos. Because this is from, oh, it doesn't say, well, it's 2012. Click on the link below, you'll get to it. And he says, notice the voice, facial gestures, it's him. Indeed it is him. And it's a world of conspiracy, but we must try to use logic to pick it all apart. Thanks for watching, see you next time.